Good morning, guys. We are here in Ha Giang after a night bus, after sleeping 3 hours, but we're here, and the reason we're here is to take you on a 3-day adventure through the mountains of northern Vietnam and the border of China. One of the most famous things to do in Vietnam that many people don't get to experience. So come along, guys. Let's do it. So we've driven about 20 minutes just to get out of the city, and I wanted to start with the first question: what is the Ha Giang Loop and why is it so famous? So essentially it's you can do it in different days. It's like 2-day, 3-day, 4-day, but essentially you start in Ha Giang and there's a massive highway that basically goes all the way to the north. You basically almost can like kiss China, the Chinese border, and then you can come back down around, and that takes something between like 14 hours of motorbike riding and 15 hours of motorbike riding. But we're gonna do the kind of abbreviated 3-day. We'll probably drive maybe like 350, maybe 400 kilometers. I think the full loop, if you wanted to do it, is around 500 kilometers. But people come up here for the absolute majestic nature that you find in Ha Giang. So there's basically in northern Laos and in northern Vietnam, there's really epic mountains, waterfalls, rivers. There's actually to the east of here, there's the largest waterfall in Asia, Ha Giang waterfall. We won't make it there, but very excited to see what this trip holds. And it's something I've wanted to do in Vietnam since I first heard of it. And guys, look at this. Epic. Just hopped off the bikes. Our first location, first exploration. Oh my God, there's so many weird bugs. Did you guys see the butterflies? Our first stop is going to be a cave. I'm not sure the name. I'll post it below when I edit this. And we're gonna go up here. Before we head into the cave, I wanted to note that many people don't know, but Vietnam actually has the biggest cave system either in Asia or in the world. It's still something like 70% of it is completely undiscovered. So this is not part of the cave system, but you know, caves are cool. So we're gonna go check it out, and we're gonna get a good view too. It was hard to anticipate that there would be a lot of stairs, and it's 100% humidity for sure, and it's hot. But I want to show you guys something cool, which is right behind. You can see here, these are all, sorry for my voice. These are all rice fields. So you can see how they terrace them in little pockets, and they're all owned by different people. And that's how rice is made. Yeah, we did it. Those of you that have never tried to hike something or walk up a lot of stairs in really high humidity, it's definitely something you gotta try. You literally sweat from places you didn't even know were possible, like your hands or your feet or your upper lip. Disgusting. But sometimes it's worth it. While I'm up here, I always want to share something with you. So in northern Vietnam, people, they smoke a lot, but here they smoke a lot of loose leaf tobacco out of what we would call water pipes in the West, but they really look like bongs. And I found probably the best homemade bong I have ever seen. Yes! So now it's time to venture into the cave. We've got some nice lights here and some stairs. I'm not sure you guys can see, but it's a huge open cavern, and we have really high walls. Very cool. I'm gonna have to say, guys, if you can see me, and I'm sure you can hear me, that I'm not a huge fan of caves because I'm a little claustrophobic, but this is one of the most absolutely amazing caverns I've seen in a long, long time. The stalagmites, the stalactites, you can really see how everything developed over time. And there's little pockets that go outside, so you can see the nature still. But the roof must be, I mean, at least 55 feet, 60 feet tall, which is super impressive. And you can walk right in. And they've got stairs in here, super nice. All right, I'm gonna say it, guys. This is the second most impressive cave I've ever been to after Carlsbad Caverns in southern New Mexico. But I don't really remember going there, but I know I was there. But anyways, there's a massive, massive cavern down here. You can see, and we've been walking for about 15 minutes in here. And it just keeps going. Very, very impressive. And here you can see look at the stalactites and the stalagmites. So beautiful. I think these are stalactites, and the bottom ones are stalagmites. Most magnificent cave I've ever been to. Pretty much amazing, awesome experience. It's also cool in there, and it's so hot out here. I'll put a link so you guys can find the cave if you guys come to Ha Giang. So we're gonna head back to the motorbikes and continue north. We are now at the Quan Ba Pass, also known as Heaven's Gate. You get this really epic view of the entire, like, I don't know, I guess valley below us. So and then you have the nice like roads that go down. Very epic. Not much more to say. Then get yourself a coffee, get out here, and come enjoy some Vietnam. Very excited to see what else was see.
The video wouldn't give like the good view we have now.
Yeah. It's true, man. You can't really capture these things. Although you can do it. Guys, we've been driving for almost 3 hours, more or less, through the mountains, up, down, around. It's honestly the most epic place I think I've ever certainly driven a motorbike, but just one of the most epic and beautiful places I've ever been in my life. I cannot wait to show you guys more of the area that we're in the Ha Giang area, but unfortunately I don't have like a camera that I can do on my bike. So you're gonna get snippets, but it's gonna be amazing. So the plan is to get into Yen Mai. It's the kind of like first stopping point. We'll grab some dinner. We'll show you guys some like local homestay food, hopefully. And yeah, let's see what else we got, guys. Hello. How about there? Or there?
What happened here?
Or there? Back there?
Yeah.
It's pretty epic, dude. So we're at the end of day one. We overshot Yen Min by probably 30 or 40 kilometers. We just wanted to drive more and kind of like stay in a small village. So now we're in a very typical small northern village. There's a lot of ethnic minorities here, which I'll explain tomorrow when we hopefully go to a market and check out some local food. But now we're kind of on the hunt for a hotel. So I think we found one after bouncing around different places. So let's go see what a rural northern village hotel looks like. We walked in the hostel and the lady led us directly to the room and pointed us to the double room because we're two guys. And this is what 250,000 dong, so just around $10, gets you in Vietnam in a rural village. We've got a bed, and we got some towels. We got some to-go toothbrushes. We've got a very nice, very warm blanket. We have some pretty aggressively kind of gross linen, and the bed is like. Do mattresses sound like that in your country? I hope not. We've got two beds. We've got a nice coat rack. So here you go, guys. This is the $250,000 room. You like it, Max?
It's kind of expensive, I have to say.
It is. So guys, a little breakdown of the costs that we've spent today. So renting the motorbike for 3 days was 150,000 dong per day. So 450,000 dong, that's about like 17 bucks, maybe 18 bucks. We've got the hotel for tonight, 250 dong, 2 people, so 125,000 dong per person. Plus we had a lunch, 60,000 dong. So all in today, a full day of motorbike riding, stopping, starting, going, exploring, something like $20, $24, $25 all included. And you get a really beautiful view like this. Do you want to say hi to your friend? She's done with you, bro.
She's going back to bed.
She's out. Oh. We sat down for some beers, but our purveyor, our lady, she just said, yeah, I'll get you 2 beers, and then just walked off into the forest. And now there's some children. They've turned the music up. I really don't know what's happening here. I really don't know what's happening. She's coming back. It's a weird scenario right now. So we sat at the little weird wooden chairs with the lady, didn't get beers. We've now walked through the entire town. There's no places open, and I think we've secured the last 2 bowls of pho. So we've got some fresh garden herbs, very excited, and I have no idea what this guy's gonna make, but that's the dude. We believe in you, my friend. We just need beer, water, pho. The day, how is it?
So refreshing.
Yeah. We procured a bowl of mountain pho. Uncle. So we've got some pho noodles, which pho are specific noodles. We've got the soup. We've got some meat that we saw was definitely not refrigerated. I'm sure it's gonna be delicious. We've got some scallions, a little chicken in there too, and we got something black. I've never seen that, but there you go, something black. You add some fresh herbs, lao, squeeze a lime, lao, and you're ready to eat. See you guys tomorrow. Day 2, guys. Day 2. So we have a big itinerary today. We're going to drive probably like another 100 kilometers today, and the point is to basically, there's the very northern flagpole called Lung Khao. I don't know if that's right. Too early to know if that's right, but we're going to basically say hello to China this morning. We're going to go to the Hmong region, ethnic minority region, go to a mansion, go to a house, and then we're going to go to the most famous pass, like mountain pass, to drive through with these really like windy roads. Yes, hello. So here we go. Oh, she's showing me something. Oh, okay, come on. She showed me the locations of the bikes. Excellent. Let's do it. No, guys, this is not a repeat of last night. We sat down and we got another bowl of soup. When you're in Asia, get prepared to eat a lot of soup. It's a good start of the day, especially here in the mountains where it's a little colder, and pretty excited. Okay, look at that. It's nice. There's a man just over there, and we found, and he's got like fresh tofu, so you can like see it steaming, and the whole thing is like, I think you can see in the video. So we bought some tofu. So I'm gonna give it a shot. I don't think I've ever had fresh tofu. So I'm just gonna. It's really, really hot. Yeah. It's very like light, not so chewy, very fresh. Yeah, that's delicious. Super, super tasty. So we determined that the tofu has a bit of a kind of a wood or burnt flavor. And probably the reason is obviously the house across from us has, I don't think, it may have electricity, but it certainly doesn't have gas. So they're cooking this over a wood fire. And so you can kind of taste a little bit of that in the tofu, which is like, it's kind of like your mouth tastes a little bit like burnt after, but it's still really good and the texture is really good. So that's probably how tofu tasted for hundreds or thousands of years. And now recently we don't have to have that flavor in our tofu. So respect, guys. The northern part of Ha Giang province sits on the Karst Plateau, which is a large mountainous region essentially that goes all the way from the northern part of Ha Giang all the way into northern China. So here you can see we have some pretty epic mountains, pretty epic view. In 3, 2, 1. The whole area has been turned into a large eco reserve. And I think it's really just stayed this way, kind of natural, just because it's kind of hard to get up here. So there's really not a lot of big cities in the area, just kind of like small mountain villages. And we're just about to go to the Hmong Kings residence. And so if you've ever seen Gran Torino with Clint Eastwood being like a little bit racist, that is, he's in a neighborhood in Michigan with a lot of Hmong residents. The Hmong came to the United States during the Vietnam War, especially like in large groups, because they actually supported the United States in Vietnam. And so when the government of, I guess the communist government in the North won, the Hmong had to go. So a lot of them ended up in the east coast of the US or the North, I guess like in Michigan, Ohio, I guess the River Valley Basin, is that what it's called? The Ohio River Valley. And it's interesting. It's like going from complete A to Z. I couldn't imagine moving from here to the Ohio River Valley, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So we're gonna go to the King's residence now and show you that. Since it's Saturday morning, I think we stumbled upon a massive regional market. A lot of people here, a lot of traditional locals, buying food, doing stuff, lots of motorbikes, so let's check it out.
Và tại đây cũng có bán thẻ bảo hiểm mô tô, xe máy, những hai cái xe máy mà chưa có thẻ bán thẻ bảo hiểm.
One good thing to remember is that people who live rurally, especially in Asia, have very little access to supermarkets and to traditional markets like that they can go to every day. So Saturday markets or morning markets around the area give people the opportunity to come together, also probably to see people, to meet friends, and also to buy the things that they need to, you know, enjoy their week. So probably this is crazy every weekend, and this could be people from, you know, 25 kilometers away, 50 kilometers away. And we saw a lot of people literally walking up the mountain to get here. So crazy. Another super notable thing about the north here is that all the people still wear their traditional clothing, which I think is the most epic thing I've ever seen. Considering most places, like, everyone pretty much dresses the same. But, you know, all the ladies here, they have the headbands, they have the traditional dresses, and the men seem to just dress pretty normal. But the ladies are holding it down for the culture. I was doing a bit of research, and there's 6 or 7 different ethnic tribes that live up here in the northern part of Vietnam, near the border of China. They include the Hmong, the Dao, the Thai. Those are the biggest ones. And Wikipedia said the Chechens, but the Chechens live in Russia, so I think they may have been mistaken. But very, very cool. And they speak Vietnamese, but they also typically speak their regional language. So you may hear a bit of a different thing going on here. It definitely feels like a different thing going on here. Look, everybody, it's Max. The average height of a person here is probably like 5'3". So it's very interesting being the only tall person within like 1,000 people. Very fun. So whenever you need to find Max, you can see him immediately, which is super funny. Many people here also have baskets on their back, which it's kind of like the old school backpack. Obviously, they didn't have backpacks here. So traditionally, if you want to carry your baby, you want to carry your food, you want to carry something up the mountain, it's much better to put it on your back than on your shoulder or wherever you would put it. So very ingenuitive for sure.
We're in the Hmong Kings Palace.
Yeah, we are.
King's Palace, actually.
King's Palace. Got to think back to a time of warring kingdoms, no nation states, and palaces and kings and courts. And then you get this, and then it all makes sense. If you think back to that time, then it all makes sense. Go. This seems pretty humble. It's got that smell of old wood. You know, sometimes you get that in European buildings. And you can tell by how warped some of the wood is here that it's been here for quite a long time. Yeah, very pretty. Pretty basic. I like it. Here he is, the old Hmong king. His name was Ong Vuong Chinduk, 1865, 1947. There he is, Old Vung. This is where he used to command his post. For a kingdom, this doesn't seem quite so palatial. It seems more like a small country estate. But you have to remember that this area is incredibly isolated and that not a lot of people could come here. So commerce probably wasn't so big. So this is about as good as it gets. I mean, it's pretty impressive. It's a big thing. They've got like nice little accoutrement here, but pretty humble. Probably the thing of interest to me the most is they have the old kitchen here. So you light the fire, put the pot or the wok, I guess. This would be a traditional steam basket to steam rice. You've got your smoker, not a smoker, just kidding, guys. It's where you smoke tobacco if you want to. And we've got some pots. Look at that. Our journey has now taken us north to the Long Cu flagpoint, which is the basically most northern point of Vietnam that you can go to. They've created a little monument. There's actually some domestic tourists, which is cool. There's some Vietnamese. We just met some Vietnamese people from Saigon who were at Uncle Vung's palace. But anyways, we're going up to the flag point. From here, you should be able to see a good chunk of Vietnam as well as southern China. And it's been a nice ride. We got blessed with some really good weather. Everything here is so beautiful. It's like your eyes don't even know how to handle how beautiful it is. And God, just so happy to be here, you know? About 1,000 steps later, here we are. Top of the world, guys. Top of the world. just behind these mountains is Guangxi Autonomous Prefecture, also known as China. We just finished up some lunch. We made it from the top point that you just saw. Took about, I don't know, 30-40 minutes, and we arrived in Dongvan, which is kind of the central biggest city in the Ha Giang province. And now we're making our way to Ma Pi Leng Pass, which is like kind of the quintessential picture you see if you look up Ha Giang. It's kind of like this windy road. You'll see it in a second. But we just we came into this valley. It's epic as it gets. I hope you guys can see it. Down here we have a bit of a river valley. We have high mountains. I think what's missing in the video probably is a bit of the scale, but absolutely stunning, just like Max. Woo, uncle. Oh la la. So we stopped at we did the Ma Pi Leng Pass. It's unbelievable. It's honestly unbelievable. But stopped a little countryside inn for some sugarcane juice. We got uncle taking some chops over there. We've got can anyone spot the animal? Can you see it on the video? Yeah. Can you spot the animal? Anyone knows what the animal is? Let me know. And we got another uncle, you know, dealing with some innards. Rural Vietnam. Life's pretty simple. Life's pretty simple. Oh yeah. Just a father and son cleaning out the innards of a animal. All right, guys, we've been driving now for a long time. Oh, this is a sketchy suspension bridge for just walking. We went to one place to stay, didn't have space for us. We went to another place, about 30 minutes more driving, 40 minutes more. They didn't have a place. And basically we're in the Last Chance Saloon. There's a spot for, oh my God, this thing is sketchy. Yeah. There's a spot 4 minutes away, and we're gonna give it a shot. It's a hostel. But right now, we're on a suspension bridge. I don't know where we are. We're by Bao Lam. Bao Lam. Today we've driven over 140 kilometers. It's been a big day, but you gotta have big days to see stuff like this. Oh yeah. All right. So now we're standing in front of our 4th hotel of the hotel hunt. Not going very well. Very tired. Very tired. So here we are in a random town with no name, or it's a name that I don't know. 4 times trying to find a hotel. We found it. We found some food. We drove just around 140 kilometers today. And that is it for me today. See you tomorrow. All right, guys. Day 3. We're up. It's about 7:45. Slept in a little bit today because we drove way longer than we were planning to yesterday. We almost did. Basically, you can do the loop in 3 days or 4 days, and we basically did 75% of it in 2 days. So The plan now is to hop on the bikes, hopefully to miss the rain. We've been really lucky so far. It's the rainy season. We haven't caught 1 second of rain. And make it back to Ha Giang in one piece. Can we do it? Driving through the north of these mountains, you confront a lot of things you've really never thought about before. The locals here live in very humble conditions in wood houses that if you remove the electricity, you remove the connection to the internet and the cell phones, it could feel very similar to people living, 500, 600 years ago. It's a humble life, a life of hard work and daily rituals. The life that when you look on it as an outsider, you realize how lucky you are to have been born so privileged with so much access to technology, to education, and the like, but not with views like this. How you feeling day 3, man?
Feeling good. Super humid.
Super humid.
Like it's basically the same to have the jacket on or not. Like you're sweating the same. It's so humid.
Are you ready for this bowl of soup?
Yeah, I think it's like out of 6 meals, it's like the 5th soup.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh
Getting used to it.
Getting used to it. Hello. How are you guys? So I will say, in comparison to small towns in Europe, for example, you'd be really like SOL when it came to like finding food. But in every small town, there could be literally like 100 people. They have maybe like 2 restaurants, a place to drink beer, people to make you soup, a fresh market so you can get food. It's really awesome. I remember sometimes when I was traveling in Eastern Europe and there was just no ability to find food, especially like late night, or especially if you're like outside of a city center and it's like after lunch. So, it's all about convenience here in Vietnam, and that's what we come for. Matt, are you excited about your 9:15 in the morning shot with the uncle here?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, my friend. Thank you.
You're giving it too.
Great. All right, only one. We're driving. Only one. Okay.
I'm speaking a little.
A little. Okay.
Best.
Come on.
Tốt lắm ấy.
All right. Oh, that's an early shot.
Thank you.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you. I'm not gonna lie, taking a shot before you eat breakfast is probably not the way to go. But when an uncle comes up to you and he brings you alcohol, which you think is water, definitely not water, you go for it. So, it's 9:15. Xin chào. Some serious stuff. Okay, great. A million miles from nowhere, and you get a bowl of soup that looks this good. I think this is the best looking soup, huh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Put some lime in there. Give it some lime. Oh yeah. If you were ever curious what the backyard of a countryside restaurant looked like, we've got some rice, lots of beer cans, some bones, some chickens, and the world's loveliest bathroom. We've now taken a little detour into a little area called Quan Ba. Not really sure what's going on here. There's some overgrown, decrepit houses made out of stone. They could be really old. They could be, destroyed during the Vietnam War. We don't know. But anyways, there was a little town here. And now there isn't. Sounds like a silly thing to complain about, but sometimes in Vietnam, it's really hard to find stuff with information on where you're going. So this place online obviously isn't on the tourist, handbook. So really hard to know what's going on here, even if you wanted to. And then none of the tourism stuff here is in English. So I know we're in Vietnam, so I'm not like making a big deal out of it. But it would be nice to know, like, what happened here? Should I be sad? Should I be happy? Should I be interested? I don't know. As we head back to the bikes, we're content with the fact that we'll never know the mystery of Quan Ba, and we'll leave it here in peace to continue sitting and turning green. After nearly 350 kilometers of rain-free weather, the last leg of the journey is going to be rainy. So we got the boy getting ready. We got this beautiful view. Rained out. All right, guys, I'm not gonna lie. The Ha Giang Loop is hard. It's especially hard when your bike doesn't want to, you know, stay on the road. So we decided if you're gonna do the Ha Giang Loop, probably do it with a manual bike with wheels that are made for the mountain, or else you might, you know, slip and fall twice. So now I'm laying on the side of the road. Got a little like nice area, and having the owner of this shitty bike come and pick me up. I'm about 32 kilometers away. Almost made it. But yeah, it was raining really hard and the bike slipped out, and you know, I'm going like 10 miles an hour, but I just really don't want to kill myself, you know? So just gonna wait for the person to come pick me up. It's very sunny, that's why my eyes are so closed, and yeah, and we'll be home, thankfully. Sometimes life gives you moments of redemption, and sometimes it's forced, but sometimes you gotta step up, get back on the bike, and just take your journey into your own hands. I did 380 kilometers. I can do the last 20. The lady I requested to take me back with, they were gonna pick me up. You know, they just drove north, even though I sent them the map 4 times. So I'm just gonna do it. Just gonna make it happen. We're 25K from Ha Giang, 10 kilometers successful. Let's do it. Arrived in one piece, and the loop is finished. How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling hungry. I have to eat something else that's not soup.
I was hoping we get a little bit of soup. So I'll give you guys the full recap of Ha Giang when we sit down to eat our final meal of the trip. And I hope it's tasty and not soup. All right, guys, so we're here in Ha Giang, exhausted, eating something that's not soup. Figured it was a little bit of a congratulatory session. So 400 kilometers, 2.5 days, 2 boys. It was memorable, a bit scary, but mostly memorable. So if you guys made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I'll post a lot of information about the Ha Giang Loop if you're interested in going on it when the world resorts back to normal. And anyways, guys, stay safe. Cheers. Thanks.